In her eyes, something's off with her.
No, it's good.
What about?
In Hollywood, nothing rises faster than hype, and nothing burns out quicker when the shine wears off. And right now, no one embodies that crash and burn story more than Bella Ramsey. Once hailed as the future of television, a face that could carry billion-dollar franchises, Ramsey now finds herself mocked, sidelined, and reduced to the punchline of the world's most popular podcast. It wasn't critics. It wasn't even fans. The dagger came from Joe Rogan himself, the podcaster with a voice so big that one offhand remark can shape the cultural conversation.
I'm sorry. That was acting.
And when Rogan turned his sights on Bella, it wasn't just a critique, it was a public dismantling. But how did the young star who once captured hearts as Lyanna Mormont in Game of Thrones and brought Ellie to life in The Last of Us end up on the receiving end of ridicule? How did a career overflowing with promise collapse under the weight of ego, pressure, and controversy? This is the story of Bella Ramsey, the rise, the fall, and the moment Joe Rogan might have put the final nail in the coffin of her Hollywood rise. Bella's journey began with fire. In Game of Thrones, her performance as the fierce Lady Mormont stood out even in a sea of stars. She was young, fearless, and instantly became a fan favorite. That breakout role led to the kind of opportunity every actor dreams of. HBO cast her as Ellie in its flagship adaptation of The Last of Us.
That's what that was. I don't really care what happens with this movie. I really hope her career is pretty much over. I'd be thrilled to see that. I can't imagine. I mean, Christian.
First, it seemed like destiny. Season 1 was a triumph. Ramsey brought intensity and vulnerability to the role. Critics applauded, fans bought merchandise, and HBO promoted her relentlessly. Bella Ramsey wasn't just playing Ellie. She was being marketed as Ellie, the centerpiece of a billion-dollar franchise. Talk around town was that Bella wasn't just a star, she was the next big star. But then, something shifted. Between the end of Season 1 and the production of Season 2, Bella's relationship with the character, the franchise, and the fans began to sour. Her interviews turned bold, sometimes combative. She criticized elements of the original game. She dismissed fans who pushed back on her takes, accusing them of being afraid of change. And more, her behavior suggested that she no longer saw herself as the actress playing Ellie, but as the owner of the character itself. That kind of talk doesn't go unnoticed, and it doesn't sit well in an industry where stories belong to audiences, not individuals. At first, loyal fans tried to defend her. They brushed off the controversies, insisting she was just misunderstood. But then came the interviews that spiraled into viral clips, not because people agreed with her, but because people were laughing at her. Subreddits filled with angry debates. YouTube videos dissected her comments line by line. And longtime fans of the game began asking, who does she think she is?
Joel, I think I found something.
Whoa!
What?
No, nothing. It's just your forehead seems bigger than last season.
I think I found a...
The real turning point came when Joe Rogan weighed in. On his podcast, the most influential in the world, Rogan didn't mince words. Dude, what happened to that girl? He asked. She was Ellie for one season. Now she's rewriting the whole thing like she invented it. With a laugh, Rogan compared her to stars who lost their grip on fame the moment they thought they were bigger than the story. He made it sound like Bella had been famous for 5 minutes and already lost her mind. His verdict was simple. If you can't play the role and stay focused, Hollywood will move on. And he wasn't finished. Rogan pulled up the infamous livestream where Bella broke down crying, railing against HBO and the backlash she faced from fans.
Change up your impression at all, or is it pretty much the same?
Well, the noise is the same. I've not got any more noises in my back pocket. The new infected are pretty terrifying. They're so smart, and they haven't really got a noise. That's the whole point of them, is they're silent and terrifying.
Ooh, give us a little silent and terrifying.
He shook his head. That's not how you handle it. You don't go live crying into the camera. You don't say, I was Ellie. You played Ellie. There's a difference. His guest chuckled and added the line that cut deepest. You know who Ellie is? It's the one in the game. For Rogan, and for millions who heard him, Bella Ramsey's mistake was clear. She confused a role with an identity. She took ownership of a story that wasn't hers to reshape. And in doing so, she alienated the very fans who built her platform. The internet exploded with Rogan's comments. TikTok clips spread like wildfire. YouTube compilations of Rogan mocking Bella's meltdown pulled in millions of views. Memes paired Bella's crying stream with Rogan's laughter. Even people who had no idea about the Last of Us drama tuned in just to watch Rogan tear down the actress who had once been HBO's rising star. And through it all, HBO remained silent. No public defense. No attempt to push back on Rogan's claims. Insiders whispered that the silence wasn't accidental. Reports leaked of Bella clashing with writers, refusing certain lines, and dragging out production schedules. Directors grew frustrated. Crew members admitted that contingency plans were being made to shoot scenes without her.
We just had to not like each other for a bit.
You had to not like me, which came easy.
And then there was Pedro Pascal. Once Bella's biggest supporter, Pascal suddenly avoided questions about her. In interviews, when Bella's name came up, he pivoted to different topics. Fans noticed. Rumors spread. Some insiders even claimed Pascal warned HBO about the drama, that he had seen the downfall coming but tried to keep things professional. But eventually, even he had enough. By the time Rogan's comments had taken over the internet, Bella Ramsey had disappeared. Her Twitter went silent. Instagram dried up. No new interviews, no appearances, just absence. And for the first time in months, her silence may have been her smartest move. Because by then, every word she said, every move she made was being weaponized against her. Bella Ramsey's story isn't just about a role. It's a reminder of how fast Hollywood can turn. One day, you're the next big thing, being hailed as the face of a billion-dollar franchise. The next, you're a meme, roasted by the world's biggest podcaster and ignored by the network that once championed you. Joe Rogan put it bluntly, "You're not Ellie. You were just playing her." And that's the truth that Hollywood and fandom alike enforce with brutal consistency. Characters belong to stories. Stars may play them, but they never own them. When actors forget that, the backlash is swift, merciless, and often permanent. Bella Ramsey went from fan favorite to industry cautionary tale in the span of a single season. Whether she recovers, whether she gets another chance to prove herself, is a question only time will answer. But for now, her Hollywood dream is no longer a story of triumph. It's a warning. Fame isn't about control. It's about trust. And once you lose that trust, as Bella Ramsey just learned, there may be no way back. Fire, now let me ask you, do you think Bella Ramsey can bounce back from this? Or has Joe Rogan's public takedown ended her rise for good? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and if you want more dramatic breakdowns of Hollywood's biggest scandals, don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and hit that bell so you never miss a story.